Hello, and you join me in something that's quite different to my normal recordings. I thought I'd show you today something I enjoy doing when I'm not doing recordings on YouTube. And this is my favourite, one of my favourite games actually. It's Microsoft Flight Simulator. So I thought I'd take you on a journey of doing a quick flight today. We're going to fly, I'm going to pick an airport to fly from. We're going to be on a BA flight, which is a British Airways flight. It's this one here, we're going to be flying. And let's put the weight and balance in. Now there is a different we'll just stick that in. There is different airlines. I do have one that's even more realistic than this one, but we're just going to play this one. This is a default out of this is the default. I can't get my words out. This is a default one from Microsoft Flight Simulator. So we're going to fly from Aldergrove. We're going to set this as a departure, but we're going to zoom in a bit further so we can zoom in. It's really realistic, this is. So we're going to go right down here to the. We're going to go into where should we go from? Parking. Let's pick this one here. It's closer to the. Set that as a departure, and we're going to fly to London. Not Heathrow. We're going to go to London Gatwick. So it's EGKK if I remember. Yep. Okay, and we want to select it as a high altitude route, and we're going to do a bit of tinkery with this. So this is our outbound. We're going to go out here, across the Irish Sea, down across there, and we'll come into London Gatwick. But it's gone a bit funky, so we need to adjust our approach, and we want to land on ILS, which has gone a bit funky there. Why is it? Let's have a. No, I don't want that one. It's gone a bit weird. Arrival. Here. We can select the approach. I've just had an update, so it's kind of just gone a bit weird. So we don't want. That's MIDI. Tough. Right. Okay. So let's just. That's our approach. Let's get rid of this on Wilco. So we can actually get rid of that. If I scroll along to here. Wilco. I want to delete that. Delete that? No, I can't delete it. Oh, this is a poor thing. Normally I don't have these problems in here. Oh, there we go. Remove. Come on, remove. Oh, we'll work it out when we get there. As I said, it's a bit weird how it's doing that. But anyway, normally you won't have that little thing. We'll probably come here, go across there, and bring ourselves in. Okay, so I'm not flying real time because it's currently late at night. But we do have. I have something. I have something, a little add-on that gives this a little bit of a better flavour to the add-on experience of the game. So let's put this in, and the arrival is EGKK. You can't see what I'm putting in here, but it's basically okay. Cruise out 39. So basically what I'm doing is I'm using a tool called PAX, which gives the game a little bit of a it's got audio, it's got people boarding the aircraft and all sorts. I can't remember how long it was going to take, and we'll do 15 minutes. Right, let's go next on that. We're going to choose our aircraft. So we're flying an Airbus A320 Nero. Normally I don't it's got Wi-Fi on this, and it hasn't got IFE on it. Oh, let's choose the wrong plane. It's that one there. There we go. That's better. Next, we want boarding. We don't want boarding music. We want safety demo, and we're going to pick the British Airways safety demo. That one there, yeah. Okay. We don't want that. Yep. Next. Right, so we're ready to go. I'm going to press fly. We've got real weather conditions. As I said, normally I play this and it's absolutely. I have no issue, no bugs and stuff like that. This is the first time I've kind of launched into it since the update, and it's given me this sort of bug where it's thrown out a wobbly on the flight path. Yeah, that's it. It's default. You can go one step further. You can get the I think it's called fly-by-wire simulations, and you can fly even more realistic. So let's pop this in. We'll start the things, and you start to hear some people boarding. So to start with, we've got to turn on the external power. We've got to turn on the APU. So we're zooming here so you can see what I'm doing. We'll then wait a few minutes and start the APU up. Put the pumps on for the engine for when we start the plane. Okay. We'll put the nav on, that on, the wing on, the beacon on. We'll leave the strobe off until we take off. I won't need any of those. We'll put seatbelt on and no smoking on. So we'll just wait for the people board. We'll just make sure that I haven't got the auto. We haven't got him talking, so that's good. Okay. So at the moment we've got the people are very satisfied. Expected departure in about 13 minutes, but I'll speed that up. Boarding at the moment, so there we go. You can zoom into here, and this gives us information about our flight plan. As I said, I don't follow this with a direct gospel of how to start a plane up, because this is me as an amateur and what I do. It looks lovely out there. It really does look nice. We can turn the floodlit lights out, so we've got a bit of light in there. We can get the panel brightness up. So there we go, we've got brightness. We've got a flight plan loaded into the plane. We can talk to, while we're getting everything sorted out, we can talk to the air traffic control and request the IFI clearance.
Ground Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree 2 Tree 6 IFR to Gatwick, ready to copy. Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree 2 Tree 6 is cleared to Gatwick Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 17 climb and maintain 9,000 feet. Departure frequency is 119.875 squawk 5371.
Okay, we acknowledge that. So we need to adjust this while she's talking. So we're going to go here.
Takeoff runway 17 climb and maintain 9,000 feet. Departure on 119.875 squawk 5371.
We set our brakes to arm, speed brakes, and we'll be adjusting the flaps to 1 for takeoff.
Good day.
We're still boarding, so I won't request the taxi. I do have some guidance on, which allows me to know where I'm going to take off.
Gentlemen, I would love to welcome you aboard our flight. When you find your seat, please be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. Unless you're in the front row, please place all of your items in the overhead bins. If you have any trouble finding a location for your carry-on items, please let the flight attendant know and we would be happy to assist you. After you put your carry-on items in the overhead bin and it is full, make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Also be sure that the aisle is clear and sit down so that way other passengers can get by you. If you are seated in an emergency exit row, please review the exit seating responsibilities and the safety guards provided for you. Please make sure that you are able and willing to perform these actions. If you're not, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be reseated. You are free to use your portable electronic devices during the boarding process. We ask that larger electronic devices are stowed once we depart from the gate. Thank you and welcome aboard.
Oh, well, lovely flight attendant give us the passengers a thing. So we have a look at our plane from the outside. So we have a nice Airbus A320 Nero. I'm hoping I've got someone to taxi me to basically back me up, but we'll find out in a second. Doesn't look like I have, but yeah, it's looking like a lovely day for a flight. I won't have the full flight on here, but we'll get you taken off, and then you can enjoy the landing procedure as well. So sit back, put your armrests. Was it the armrests? I can't think of the word insane, but you know what I mean. And we'll get on. So I'll catch up back with you when we've got boarding complete.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen,
So
and
boarding
welcome
has
aboard
been
flight
completed.
2636
We'll now request
for
the
service to London Gatwick. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 20 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in a full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare cabin for departure.
Okay, so we've got my guidance tells me where I need to go.
Runway 17 via taxiway Echo, cross runway 25 Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree 236.
I need to contact ground services because we need to push back.
Aldergrove Ground Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree 236 requesting pushback. Aldergrove Ground Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree 236.
I thought so.
No pushback tug is available to answer your request.
So we're going to have to do this a little bit differently. Okay, so what we'll have to do is we'll have to start the engines up. Oh, wait. There we go. We start engine 2 up. We'll put the runway lights on, taxi lights on, and we'll leave the landing lights off. We haven't got everything going. What's going on? Okay, so I've managed to get the engines on, and what we'll do is we'll get. It's a little bit of a.
Ladies and gentlemen, please
we're going to
direct
go
your
over the
attention to
grass
screen
because
for
we
an
can't
important
back
safety
up, so we're going to have to
demonstration.
go
Thanks for
over
flying
and
with us.
follow it out. Normally I wouldn't do that. It would be a tug to push us back, but unfortunately we can't do that. So sit back, relax, and wait for the engine to boot up and we'll go off. So while the let's just turn that down a little bit. While the safety briefing is taking place, we do need to do a few pre-checks before taking off. So we need to take the joystick. We need to check the joystick to the left, joystick to the right. Rudders.
We're now going to explain the
Forward,
emergency
hip
procedures on this British Airways aircraft.
We're going to
The
set
captain
our
and the crew are here for
flaps
your
to 1.
safety. It is important that you
So
pay
here comes the
attention
flaps.
and follow instructions
Flaps to
carefully.
1. These are the flaps
First,
here.
check your seatbelt is securely fastened. Insert the metal tag into the
And
buckle
then we'll apply
and tighten by
slight
pulling on the loose
pressure
end.
on there.
To unfasten, simply
We're
lift up the metal
unlocking
flap
the
on the
parking
buckle
brake. We should
and pull
start to move
apart.
forward.
You'll find the seatbelt sign in the panel above your head. When it's on, you must fasten your seatbelt. We'll provide extension seatbelts for
So we're
infants.
just going over the
We
grass.
suggest you keep your seatbelt fastened and visible during our flight, even when the sign is off. Your life
Go
jacket
turn
is either
these
beside
lights
or
off.
underneath your seat. To use it, take it out of the container and place it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist and tie them securely in a double bow at your side. Inflate your life jacket when you leave the aircraft. We will supply life cots for babies and life jackets for children. In the unlikely event of the aircraft having to make an emergency landing, you'll be told to take this protective brace position. But when seated facing rearwards in Club World, you must adopt this position. We will now explain how to leave the aircraft in an emergency. Move quickly to the closest usable exit, taking nothing with you. High-heeled shoes must be taken off as they may tear the evacuation slide. Emergency lighting, including floor-level lighting, will help you find your way to the exits. These are clearly signed. There are 2 exits at the rear of the aircraft and 2 at the front of each cabin section. Your crew will now point out the exits nearest to you. To open the doors, move the handle in the direction of the red arrow. Opening the doors automatically inflates the evacuation slides. The slides can also be inflated by pulling this handle. Jump onto the slide and move away from the aircraft. If the aircraft has landed on water, these slides detach to form rafts. As you leave the aircraft, inflate your life jacket by pulling the red tag. If necessary, blow into this mouthpiece to top up the air. The life jacket is fitted with a light and a whistle. Your oxygen mask is behind the panel just above your head. If the cabin air system should fail, this will be released. Stay in your seat and pull the mask towards you to open your supply. Please note that the bag does not inflate. Place it over your mouth and nose and adjust the band to secure it, then breathe normally. Do make sure your own mask is correctly fitted before helping anyone else. In some areas, you release the mask by pulling on this coloured streamer. If you're in a Club World sleeper seat, you may need to reach through the dividing screen to retrieve your mask. All electronic devices, including mobile phones, must be switched off, and all headsets must be removed whenever the engines are running on the ground during takeoff, approach, and landing. Please ensure your mobile phone and any devices that can send or receive calls or text messages remain off for the flight. Any items with a flight safe mode should have this feature enabled now. Some electronic devices can be used once we're airborne. Please check High Life magazine. Take care your hand baggage isn't blocking the aisles or exits. It must be put under the seat in front of you or in an overhead locker. But place items in the locker carefully, as they may fall and injure someone. As we prepare for takeoff, please make sure that your tray table is put away, your seat is upright, and your armrest is down. Please stow your individual video screen and footstool if you have them. Finally, take a look at the safety card in the seat pocket. If you have any questions, please ask your crew. We hope you have a relaxed and enjoyable flight.
Okay, I don't normally why it's got me down here. I don't normally get a go around, but now we wait here. We now request to take off. So we just pause it here. And then we speak to air traffic control to request takeoff.
Aldergrove Tower Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree 236 at runway 17 ready for departure IFR to Gatwick.
Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree 236 altimeter tree 0.12 wind 162 at 4. Cleared for takeoff runway 17.
Cleared for takeoff runway 17 Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree 236.
That's after cleared to take off. So
We're ready for departure.
There we go. So we're just going to check to the left, check to the right, just brake, and then we toga. 50% on the thing, and then full. What we're looking for a V1, which is takeoff. It normally tells us here. It's a very short runway, so we should be able to V1 about now. There we go, we're off. That's it. Positive rate, we can do gear up. And this is how I managed to do it.
Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree
Turn the
236,
autopilot on.
contact Scottish Center on 119.875.
Flight direction on.
Good day.
We need to contact Air Traffic Control. Do the handover.
119.875 for Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree 236.
Make sure the flaps are up, otherwise we won't. Contact Scottish Centre.
Scottish Center Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree 236 is at 2,800 feet, climbing 9,000 feet.
Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree 236, Scottish
Okay.
Center altimeter tree 0.12.
We get a live view
Continue to Lisbon
in a
as
moment.
planned.
So we can see it's now following the path, the flight path. And we get a nice view as we leave the Irish countryside. We need to decrease our speed. So there we go. Like I said, we're still in the climb, so we've got to keep the seatbelts on. And normally you would have iPads here, and the other version I have, there's iPads. It's a lot more realistic. There's a lot more buttons that you can click and keep on. Oh, we've forgotten their strobe. That's me. See, I'm not. We can turn that off. The AP off. I said I'm not a pro at this. This is me playing, just me, and it's something I enjoy playing. But at the same time, it's you know, if you like flying, it's amazing. Where you can go, look at the views, look at that. We're just climbing through the clouds. I love going through the clouds. It gives me a bit of joy. So once we hit 10,000 feet, it's going to test to increase in a moment. So we just need to just check on our.
Speedbird
There we go.
Bravo Alpha Tree
So we need to-
236 climb and maintain flight level 190.
8, 9. There we go. Now we're going up to 19,000. I'll just nudge the
Climb and
instruction.
maintain flight level 190 Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree 236.
And as we hit 10,000, we need to do a couple of things. We need to set the barometric pressure to standard, and we also will turn off the seat belts once we hit 10,000 feet. And there we go. So we go here, put that into standard.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet, so you may turn on larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the duration of the flight and do not form a line near the lavatories. This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. You will be required to pay a small fee if you wish to access it. We do offer complimentary in-flight TV.
What I tend to
thanks
do at
our
this
partners.
point is I
Connect to
turn
the
on
Wi-Fi and
the
you'll be able to
auto.
access our wide range of free
ATC.
live TV and paid movie
Now I don't
library.
have to worry about the ATC. And as we climb out of through the clouds, this is what I love. This part here.
The
I don't
flight
know
crew
why.
has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can have it up and move around the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt
You
fastened.
can also
when
follow the
considering unexpected
trackpad.
turbulence.
What is it? The map. What's the map on it? Map is here for some reason. So here we are. And this is us flying out. There are traffic on here. I say that. I'm saying that, and I can't see traffic. Normally there's traffic on here. I don't know why there's no traffic. Anyway, there's normally traffic on here. You can see the other planes flying around and so forth. I don't know why there isn't, but yeah, that is it. So what I'll do is I'll catch you back when we approach our landing zone. I will leave you with a couple of views outside the plane.
Bravo Alpha Tree 236.
So you join
London
me.
Center Speedbird Bravo
Oh my
Alpha
God.
Tree 236 is passing
What
flight
happened
level
there?
385, descending flight level 270.
So you join me as
Bravo
my
Alpha Tree 236
autopilot disengaged for some bizarre reason. But now we are descending to a flight 27,000. I don't know what happened there. I didn't press anything. It just turned off. Luckily enough, the autopilot is back on. So we're descending. I don't know where we are. Let's have a look. We are just. Oh, there's another plane there. We're just coming out south. Well, I don't know where this is. That it's got Bristol, so we're near. Maybe coming. Yeah. Around the area there. We're certainly getting close to our approach into Gatwick, so we're not far off at all. I think the reason why there's not many planes is I'm currently flying this at what 12:30 in the morning, so that's probably the reason why. But yeah, I'll probably catch up with you when I'm on final approach. So for now, I'll see you soon. Okay, so you join me just as we descend. We're just descending west of London onto our final approach into London Gatwick. We're currently at 15,000 feet and dropping. I've just realised that my recording button is the same as disengaging the autopilot, which is not good at all. So we're set to 9,000 feet. So what I'm going to start doing is setting our flaps to 1. So there's two ways I can do it. I can drop it here, or I've got a joystick which I'm going to use. I'm just going to do an external check just to make sure that I put the right button. I always get confused which one I need to press. So it's this one here. There we go. We've gone down to flaps 1. This is going to reduce our speed. So of course the plane is going to level off as we reduce the speed, and then once the speed is reduced to the right, we can keep on descending. It's a lovely view. Well, I'll say it's a lovely view. Can't really see much at all, but our flaps are at 1 at the moment as we prepare into London Gatwick. I'm really liking this. I really do. I do enjoy it. You can get different views with my joystick there. It's quite nice. And we can zoom out as well. It's all nice. Look at that. Lovely view. So I can't really see much of London's just over to our west here, and we're going to just pass. I think we'll probably pass over London Heathrow, maybe. I don't know. I can't see where London Heathrow is. Oh, that might be London Heathrow there, just there. Okay. So let's get on board, and we are now cruising just below the. I'll get to flaps 2 once we get to the 9,000 mark. We have instructed our seatbelt signs on, and no smoking is at auto. We can turn the dome light on, but we don't need it, and none of these work. So yeah, is what it is. So I'm probably going to get a load of stick for doing this thing. Oh, you're flying it all wrong. Well, you know, it's interesting. I like doing it. I said I like the more realistic one, but it's a lot more programming in, and you have to get it right. You have to actually program all this in. You've got a keyboard, you've got an iPad here which you pull in from a website called SimBrief, and yeah, it gets really complicated. You need to know what to do exactly. So if you do like watching this and you want to see more, then we can certainly look at going down the route of doing a more realistic video where I don't make up so many mistakes. I suppose we can start. Well, I was going to say start the APU, but we're a bit far off at the moment. We will need to. Here we go. We're dropping in the. Our trim is dropping. Oh, quite a bit. What the hell? What's going on? Just something started dropping.
Alpha Tree 236 contact Gatwick approach on 118.905. Good day.
118.905 for
We
speed
do need
Bravo
to reduce
Alpha Tree
our
236.
height.
Gatwick approach Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree 236 is at 10,900 feet, descending 9,000 feet.
So I do have my first
Speedbird
officer
Bravo Alpha Tree
in control,
236, Gatwick approach altimeter 30 decimal tree.
and we
Continue
should
to
be
Mike
coming
India
into
Delta
our
as
approach
planned.
vector, which will be probably quite soon. If we just yep. So we're going to start into our thing. So we do need to get slow down a bit more. So yeah, before we get to 9,000 feet, there we go. So we'll put this back into. There you
We
go.
have begun our final descent into London Gatwick. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please
There we
ensure
go.
tray
Pop
tables
them
are
down
stowed
to
and
flops
seats are in a
2,
full
and
upright
we
position.
reduce our
Please also
speed
store any
further.
carry-on items either in the seatback pocket
So we
or
do
under the
need to
seat in
slow
front
down.
of you. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
The cloud level's a bit on the low side. Yeah, it could be right down to the bottom, but you know, that'll make visibility maybe quite poor, but hopefully it'll be quite clean. We can just see the south coast of England come up ahead, and we're just making our turn into our final approach. Let's turn the LS on. And hopefully it will instruct us to drop further. Our first officer is in control of the flight, the ATC, and should be able to tell us, yeah, so we'll be approaching, hopefully, tell us to drop to probably about 3,000, 4,000 feet soon.
Speedbird Bravo
go.
Alpha Tree 236, please expedite your descent 9,000 feet.
Oh, I'm at 9,000 feet. What are you on about? Unless... Yes, we're just a little bit above. Okay, so... basically, there's a... I don't know where it is, but every now and again, it gets the flight level wrong, so you have to press B to drop the... to get to the correct speed, correct height. Oh god, it's turning into a mess of a tutorial. We do need to drop. We're way too high. We might have to do a go around. I don't really want to. Let's have a look where we are. Yes, this is Gatwick Airport now, and we're at 9,000. I expect to be at 5,000 feet now, but yeah. Oh my god, got a bit of lag there. Now, I do have an add-on with Gatwick Airport, which so it looks more realistic, so it will look a lot better than Belfast. Might be able to see Gatwick in the distance. Maybe not. So we're going to do a spinny round and then on to. So that's probably where we're going to start dropping. So we're doing like a whole pattern there. Well, a whole pattern is really spin round, but yeah. So it's going to be interesting.
Speedbird Bravo Alpha
Here we
Tree
go.
236, descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Keep speed not above 220 knots.
Here we go.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Keep speed not above 220 knots. Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree 236.
We are going to put on flaps 3 once we get to 4,000 feet, and then on final approach we'll get to flaps 4. So yeah, this I don't know how it's going to handle this spin around, but we'll see. our customers are very satisfied at the moment. 96%. You can't see that for some reason, but something I'll have to adjust. Yes, and it's looking very, very almost clear. It's got a bit of low level cloud as we come into Gatwick. So we'll look from the outside. I always like to have a look. So it's 7,000. Yes, I'm hoping that's not going to cause problems for our visibility. And Gatwick's I can just about see Gatwick over there. I think that's Gatwick, or it might be a little bit further. But yeah, this is the south coast. We got, I think that's Southampton, and we have Brighton over there. It's very nice when you're flying from, coming over from France in. It's a nice. I do like that approach. Yeah. See how we go. So it's very different from what the other games I've played. I said it's just I thought I'd give you a taste of what I like to play when I'm not doing YouTube. There is another game I may give you a taster with, another game that I'm quite addicted to at the moment. But we'll see. Yeah, I think this is going to give us into. I don't know if it's going to do. We're going to do the loop. Or we're going to be able to, I may even take over and be able to skip that loop, because I don't think it's justifiable. Yeah, I'm hoping we can just fly to there, but it might. See what happens. May want to just do that loop. I couldn't remove it for some bizarre reason. So here we go. We're going to go into our first loop at Holly. And we'll drop these flaps to flaps 3. Here we go.
Bravo Alpha Tree 236, you are 15 miles south. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS runway 26 left approach via Willow transition. Clear to Willow.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS runway 26 left approach via Willow transition. Cleared to Willow Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree 236.
And it's bringing us into this loop, which is interesting. Might get to see, I think that's Gatwick over there. So I'll get you to join just, oh no, it's missing, it looks like it's going to miss the that loop, which is pretty cool. That's good. Fantastic. I thought for a moment that it would. Okay. Yes. Whew. That was a bit weird. That is. So it's going to join here. So I was going to think, oh, I'll have to pause the video and catch you on the final approach. Got ILS, yep, ILS. That's the runway we're going for. And it's going to May, and then we'll take over. Hopefully. Otherwise, I'm in a bit of a problem. This plane flies itself really in autopilot. hoping. Or the passengers won't be happy in the moment when I take over. Oh, amazing views. No, we're going into this. Looks like we're going into this loop. So after all that, it decided we're going to do the loop. Interesting.
Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree 236, descend and maintain 2,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 2,000 feet, Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree 236.
And this is where we'll put our gears down in preparation for landing. And the Gatwick should be there to our here. Flaps 4. Yeah, so we've got mist. I think this is looking misty. Normally it's a little bit more straightforward. I've never seen this loop before. But we'll just carry it on. Yeah, so it's following a different part, similar to this, but obviously we'll see it different. So hopefully it will join us back just here at Willow. It must be a holding approach. I'll probably join you just on that final part. And you join me as we're coming into our actual final approach now. I probably would drop the flaps down a little bit early and the gears, but it's okay. It's a low curve. I improve with every flight I do. I'm not a pilot. This is for fun. I don't want anyone to like copy and go, oh yeah, you know, you're doing it all wrong, because it is just for fun. The airport is just literally over there, just there. So hopefully when we get around this corner, I'll get the localizer on, and that should bring us in to land. As I say, you can both have the plane autopilot all the way in reality, but we can take it off for the final 1,000 feet. I've kept it. I've got the localizer on at this second. We'll click that on in a second. Once we get around this bend here onto that, and that should get us into a. And it's taken us on runway 26 left, which actually is not actually used at Gatwick. Gatwick only uses 26 right for some reason. I don't know why in MS they want to use 26 left, but we're going to do that. It is a bit it's a bit misty down there today. Yeah, here we go into the final approach. Let's take this map off. We've got our approach in as we go here, and yeah, here we go. localizer on. Should really have the localizer on now, but this will line us up with the runway, which is always good. But just because can't see a thing at the moment, so this will probably be great for a night. Let's put the localizer on. This will bring us down because I just can't see a thing. Okay, so this will be the final approach here. So we can't see a thing, but this is what planes do. Can we see it? We can't. I just can't see the runway. I hope we don't miss it.
Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree 236. You are 10 miles east of Gatwick.
There we go.
Contact Gatwick Tower on 124.2 when inbound on the approach.
Tower on 124.2 Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree 236. Gatwick Tower Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree 23610 miles east inbound ILS runway 26 left approach.
Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree 236, Gatwick Tower. Altimeter tree 0, decimal tree 5, wind calm, cleared ILS runway 26 left approach.
Cleared ILS runway 26 left approach at Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree 236.
Here we are, and now we're on our final approach in. You should see there. This is us now. There we are. This has got the. I should return this off. I don't need this, but it's just worth if you're flying, you know where you are in relation to where you need to be. So we're just a little bit lower than we're. This is that's the runway there. So I'm going to take autopilot off in a second. I'm going to manual landing.
Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree 236, wind calm, cleared to land runway 26 left.
Cleared to land runway 26 left Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree 236.
That's how I can't see the runway. It's really misty. It's a shame really because it would be nice to see that. Let's turn the autopilot off because we're drifting a little bit high. There we go. Now I'm in manual, so I've got my joystick on this. You can play this with the keyboard, but it makes life a little bit harder. Just need to move the rudder slightly. We're just above where we need to be. I'm drifting, so we just need to. I can't see the runway. Hopefully I'm in. Hopefully we're going to land and not land in the field. Made some really nice landings in the past. Just bring it up just a little bit high. There's the runway. So it's 500 above. Continue. There we go. Just reduce the speed ever so slightly.
300. 200.
Just a little bit high, but we should be okay. Oh, it is 26 left. Yeah, we're right. So
100. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. Retire.
Just a little bit off to side. It's okay. slowing down. There we go, we've landed, so let's contact air traffic control and say we wanted
Gatwick.
we come off here.
Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree 2 Tree 6 exit runway when able. Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree 2 Tree 6 contact ground on
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to London Gatwick. The local time is 2:13 p.m. and it's currently about 8 degrees Celsius.
Let's just
You can now
stop
use
here
your
a
mobile
second.
devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the
Let's
seatbelt sign
contact
is turned
Gatwick
off.
on the ground.
Remember to use caution when opening the overhead
And
bins
taxi
as
to
items
gate.
may have
Gatwick
been
ground
shifted during the
Speedbird
flight.
Bravo Alpha
We
Tree
thank you
2
for flying with
6
us.
request taxi to the gate.
Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree 2 Tree 6 taxi
So
to
it
gate
should tell us where we
555
need to
using
go.
taxiway Foxtrot Romeo, cross runway 26 right, Juliet Romeo, Quebec.
While we wait
Quebec
for
Bravo,
that to be
Quebec Alpha.
correct, we need to turn APA on.
Taxi to gate 555 using taxiway Foxtrot Romeo cross runway 26 right Juliet Romeo Quebec Quebec Bravo Quebec Alpha Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree 2 Tree 6.
We put the flaps up and the speed brake is back to arm. There we go. Perfect. Let's go. Come on. There we go. Just need a little bit of power. And this is where we're moving. Just follow the orange line. That will guide us in. Ooh, get a bit of a lag. It's okay. There we go. And then, yeah, I was meant this. I thought I got confused. This is 26 right, and this is not in use. So it's 26 left as it is in use. It's 26 right. It's not in use. Let's just line up. There we go. So we should be centre on that line. I say should be, not quite. Let's bring us in so we're in line. It is a bit cloudy. Bring that in using our rudders. There we go. Just slower speed because we have to keep it under 40 knots. There we go. Bring it in. Go a little bit faster, apply the brakes a bit. I'm just you need to go find the orange line. I'm going, whoa, what's this doing on the road? Just try and avoid this. In reality you wouldn't have that, but there we go. So I don't know where we're going to park up, so we'll park up in maybe Gatwick. There's 2 terminals at Gatwick, so it might be Gatwick South. Slow down just a little. So we're going to make a left turn ahead. There we go. Wonder where we're parking. It'd be nice if we park at actual jetway, but we might be parking just parked up normal. Let's see. Slow down just a little bit. Okay. So we are pulling up at a jetway. This looks like Gatwick South, I think. Or might be Gatwick North. I don't know. I'm not that big. I think it might be Gatwick North actually. So Just going to go to external view just to see us land parking this properly. So we'll bring it in. Oh, going just a little bit on the far side. Oh, I've messed this up. Oh. There we go, on the line. See the man? Yeah, we're just off the line. Yeah, he's telling us to go there. Yeah, okay. Just telling, he says go forward. That's it. We go on. Go on. Oh, just there. There we go. We'll stop there. Alright, that's off. Put our parking brake on. We contact get our ground crew on. Ground services. We want power supply.
Gatwick Ground Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree 236. Could you please send a ground power unit?
Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree 236, a ground power unit is on the road.
Jetway connection.
Gatwick Ground Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree 236. Could you please connect the jetway to the aircraft?
Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree 236, the jetway is going to be connected.
Baggage. I'm
Gatwick
doing this
Ground
all wrong.
Speedbird Bravo Alpha
There we
Tree
go.
236.
We
Could you
need to
please
turn
send the
engines
baggage?
off.
Speedbird Bravo Alpha Tree 236 baggage is on the way.
That needs to be on. Otherwise we're going to lose power. Turn that off. Seatbelt signs off. There we go. And we've got jet brake connected. And we should turn this off. There we go. There we go. And we've landed at Gatwick. London Gatwick. There we are. I actually got it on the line, on the dot there. That's brilliant. In the end. So yeah, thankful if you've enjoyed this episode. This has been a unique experience into what I like to do in my spare time. If I'm not playing, doing YouTube. If you've liked it, please subscribe as always. If you've not liked it, please give me a dislike. I do like seeing dislikes, though it is disheartening to see them. And hopefully next week we'll be returning back to the Planet Crafters and resuming normal play in getting whatever we need to do in that game. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next time in another Let's Play video. Thank you. Goodbye.